Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Thanks for coming on by and checking out the early morning vlog. Appreciate your time, your support. Got the Sony Xperia XZ Premium, shooting this video 1080p 30 frames per second. Super stoked that you're here checking out this video. I'm going to give you an update on this device since bringing it in. It's been not a week yet. But paid 207 smacks over at eBay. Was in constant communication with the seller, felt good about the purchase. 24 days later, bam, it's at my house. And actually it was a little over a week early, so that's really super cool. Originally had the deep sea black back in the day. My son has that device now, my second oldest son. But I've always wanted the red. And for $209, I think in the first video I mentioned it was $207. It was $209. Right now it's about $213. But yeah, I paid, I think it was $550 for the deep sea black at Best Buy. The 209 smacks for me, it's a good buy. And so far it was worth my money. So if you're interested, I will leave that information down below in the description area if you want to purchase one of these devices. Now, you got to remember that when this device came out, it was a flagship. It was 800 smacks, but you only get 4G. It has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835, which is great. It's doing great. Do I get a couple hiccups here and there, depending on what I'm utilizing as far as apps? Very, very minor. I might get a tiny little hiccup if I'm over my Google feed, but really nothing to complain about. I'm not even going to say that's a negative or a con. But in comparison to what we have today, obviously, you're not going to get some of those areas that you may want from a flagship of today. You only get 60 hertz, you're not going to get 90, you're not going to get 120, right? So, obviously, if you're not going to get 90, you're not going to get 120. But you got 60 hertz, still a smooth performing device, even with the minuscule little hiccup here and there. Battery life, I haven't gotten any screenshots. I have noticed that I get down to around 25% around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I've also been using this device heavy. I've been taking a lot of pictures, shooting video, throwing that video to all of you as well. I've done some editing on it, so that's going to add to what I'm going to get with battery life and how fast it's going to drain. But unplugging and getting around to that 3 in the afternoon or so, I'm in the 20s already. So I plug it in and finish out my day. And within a half hour, I have enough juice to know for sure that I'm going to make it through my day. I could probably push that 20%, 25%, but it's not something I'm going to be too concerned about. In comparison to, I would say, the smartphone that I had in the last 2-3 years that I really was challenged with, but I still cut through my day, was the iPhone SE 2020. This is better. Okay, let me just put it that way. Performance, again, has been doing well. It's been doing good enough. I'm totally satisfied with what I'm getting there. The functionality, thumbs up. The 4K display when watching content for a 2017 smartphone. What you're getting visually is great, sharp, vivid, especially when watching like sci-fi movies, which can tend to be a little bit darker. Yeah, great experience. Sound quality with the speakers on the front are not as loud, but the audio quality that's being fed into my ears sounds great. Now, you do have a headphone jack, which you can utilize. You can plug in. I actually got some wired earbuds in the package, in the box, which is really cool. So yeah, I can plug those in and they sound nice. I mean, they're not the best, but they're really good. So I'm not too picky. And I got other earbuds. I got Bluetooth earbuds. I got headsets that are over the ear type, the big boys that I wire in, and so everything sounds great if you are utilizing Bluetooth with your earbuds, or if you're wired in. No issues there. The audio quality is great with whatever I'm using that I have in house, and I play around with that. So, but as far as the speakers by themselves, yeah, not as loud, but the audio quality is great. Totally satisfied there. And let's see, again, the display is visually stunning, especially if you're watching 4K content. Editing, uploading to YouTube, I'm getting the same experience as I am with any other smartphone that I have. As far as the hardware, beautiful, beautiful smartphone, solid, no creaks, no squeaks. And as far as the bezels, I love them. I love the fact that I can watch a video or movie and hold with my thumbs down in the bottom right and left hand corner without getting in the way of the display. It is a 5.5 inch triluminous IPS LCD display. There is no screen bleed. I tested that out. IPS LCD displays can tend to have that screen bleed, but nothing going on here. It is a great IPS LCD display. Is it the brightest? No, but it's bright enough. You will be challenged a little bit outside in bright sunlight, so that's something that you'll have to watch for. But overall, for a 2017 flagship Sony Xperia XZ Premium in 2022, it's a go. It's a go. I could use this device as my daily driver. Will I miss that 90 hertz or 120 hertz that I get in other smartphones? Are there other better displays visually? Sure. I mean, the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra does have a better display as far as the visuals. And you got the Google Pixel 6 Pro, the OnePlus 10 Pro, other couple devices that I have in-house that are flagships. I would say those three are going to be better. But what you're getting with the Sony Xperia XZ Premium, it's a beautiful display, even in 2022. Performance, functionality, yes. If I just had this device, and I've had feedback in my videos from others that have this device that are still using it today, and they're completely happy, and I can see why. If I'm missing anything and there's something that you wanted me to talk about that I just couldn't think about because I'm driving, let me know. Let me know down below in the comment section. I think I've pretty much given you an overview of what I've gotten from my Sony Xperia XZ Premium. And again, it's a solid device. It performs well. Functionality is really good. Camera. Oh, the camera. Obviously, you're not going to have telephoto, and you're not going to have ultra wide. Okay, you have one shooter, 19 megapixel in the front. You have a 13 megapixel. 4K, 30 frames per second is what you get in the back. 1080p, 30 frames on the front. So right now I'm utilizing 1080p 30 frames. But there's obviously going to be some missing areas there. So, can you live with one camera? There's no low light help. So you don't get that night mode to bring in a little extra light. So you're going to have to take pictures in well-lit areas in the dark. During the day, the pictures are great. So yeah, you just got to be smart on how you're going to utilize it in a dark situation like it is out there right now. So there's, obviously, again, there's those areas that aren't there, the limitations. But overall, I got to tell you, 209 smacks for me. Huge shout out to the seller. So far, everything's great. And that's my update. Again, any questions, leave that down below in the comment section. Link will be in the description area. And with that, God bless you all. Thanks for stopping by. Peace. I am out.